This is the season when we slow down, look back, and give thanks for family, for friends, for the memories that carried us here. Some say it starts at Thanksgiving, but really, it just starts at home. And for generations in Hoboken, that feeling has always lived on this field. Players return, cheerleaders reunite, the band strikes up an old song, and suddenly the whole town feels young again. I'm Steve Overmyer, and tonight Snapshot New York takes a look at the season of gratitude and the people in New York and New Jersey that make it feel like family all year long. Tonight, we celebrate the connection between sports, gratitude, and the people who make it all worth cheering for. This is Hoboken High School, where generations return to the field that raised them, and they found that all of those memories are right here where they left them.
As a little kid, I loved coming down here. At the time, it was called John F. Kennedy Stadium. It was a whole different atmosphere.
John played here back in the 70s. For years, Hoboken football was the town's heartbeat, and the field wasn't always polished.
Wooden fences, wooden bleacher seats, not grass. It was nothing but dirt, rocks, and broken bottles. The coaches used to have to water down the field before the game so that it would somewhat keep the dust down.
It's a place where Red Wing pride was in your blood, maybe a little in your lungs.
By the time you went home, you were coughing up dust the rest of the night.
Sports is a way for towns to gather, to see themselves reflected in the team.
At one point in this town, everyone knew each other. You could walk down the street and say hello, and you knew everybody by name.
And that's what this field has always been, a family gathering painted in red and white. You can feel it in the crowd, the kind of warmth that joins you when you come home.
We have a diversity that probably a lot of towns don't have. You got everybody here.
There's strength in that diversity, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely.
The players may change, but the reason they show up stays the same.
Red Wing pride was a big thing here, and it still is now. And it's back.
And it starts where every season starts, with the people who are willing to build things from the ground up. Because in every sport and on every field, it takes someone who's willing to get their hands dirty. This is the sound of football. Not that you'd hear it on Sundays. It's the quiet work that happens before the games can begin.
The more harsh the weather, the more you need a ball that's going to react in a way that there's always going to be grip.
In this garage in New Jersey, Dan Colson is doing what factories can't. He takes something slick and new and makes it feel worn and trusted.
It's a great honor, it's a great responsibility to know that folks are going to ask you to touch something that is as important, if not more important, than any product in the game itself.
Every ball passes through his hands, one at a time. His results are so trusted he conditions leather for dozens of college programs and more than half the NFL.
I mix it up, the water's always going to separate and rise to the top, so it's easy to mix with your fingers. Get it on your fingers. That's when the fun begins.
Mud is his secret ingredient. More specifically, mud from New Jersey.
What's special about New Jersey mud that makes this the perfect level of tackiness?
Delta mud of where the salt water mixes with the fresh water makes it a little more pure, if you will. Regular folks in middle America, unfortunately, don't get that same luxury of mud that we look at here in New Jersey. So from here to here is about 8 to 12 hours. But it's also very finicky. You leave the mud on too long, it's too dry. It'll dry out too quickly. If you let it sit not long enough, when you actually brush it, you'll scrape the ball because it's still wet underneath.
One ball at a time, he coaxes extra grip out of the leather while making it softer. It may not seem like much until the weather turns cold or rainy and you're a quarterback.
The reality is you want guys to use their talents and not even think about the ball. Similarly to what you think about with sneakers.
In this little shop, he is equal parts
93
scientist,
degrees.
artist, and caretaker, bringing chemistry and craftsmanship to the football itself.
You want to still impact the game in some way. Some coach, some get into sports medicine. I happen to be a ball boy.
Call him a ball boy if you like. Truth is, the game carries his fingerprints.
Journey of the football.
And every story needs someone who finds beauty in the work and shares that through art. So tonight we're taking a closer look at being able to see art through the eyes and the hands of an artist.
Every pair of shoes tells a story, and in the hands of Anthony DeLucia, they become art.
I don't know if this is what I dreamt of doing, but I remember being a little kid and obviously knowing that making the major leagues and getting to play professional baseball, even at 8 years old, I was a realist. I knew that was going to be impossible, but I always said that I wanted to work in baseball, work in professional sports.
Anthony's made it to the majors, not with his bat, but his brush. He's created a business of painting footwear for major leaguers or 6-year-olds. Each deserve his best work.
There is a real emotional connection to it. I've always loved baseball. I've been a sneaker collector for 15 years, so to get to combine those two passions into what started as a hobby and is now a full-time career is incredible.
In a sport that loves uniforms, this is one place for individuality. Every artist wants to be seen. His art's not hanging in a gallery. It's sliding into second base.
This isn't canvas art. This is wearable artwork. There's a whole process that goes into making them wearable. So I want to see them get beat up, get scuffed, get dirt on them.
But it goes deeper than that, because each pair will tell a story. One so important, major leaguers need them to be expressed. A few years ago, baseball wouldn't allow the Mets to wear FDNY or NYPD hats on 9/11, so Pete Alonso had an idea.
He bought custom 9/11 themed cleats for the entire roster, showing their love and their respect for the city of New York. Pete wasn't just sending a message to the fans to New York. He was sending a message to the league saying, we're going to show our respects, whether you tell us we can or can't.
It showed the power of a pair of shoes, because for Anthony, cleats are more than just leather and laces full of color. They are messages made with art and soul.
These guys want to feel seen. They want to feel represented. And obviously being on a team, there's a lot of pride in that, but also having an individual personality that could be represented and expressed, and a personal brand that could be built on their play that they're participating in on the field, I think is really special.
Giving the players more than just paint on a shoe, he's giving them a voice. For one family, Friday Night Lights isn't just in their blood, it's in their heart. A father who once wore this jersey now cheers for his son on the same field. This is Snapshot New York. For most families, reunions happen around a dinner table. But for one family in Hoboken, they happen at the 50-yard line.
Make a play here, Nick!
For Chip Benway, the field on Grant Street isn't just turf, it's home. He was here as a player, then a coach, back when Hoboken won 5 state championships in 6 years. And now he gets to watch his son wear the same colors.
Some of my fondest memories right here on this very field, and to see my kid, come through and walk the same path as I did, it's very, very exciting and very rewarding.
There's been a resurgence here in Hoboken. This team is undefeated, thinking about a state championship again. Friday nights have been turned into a family tradition.
I grew up on this field. This was my safe haven to be. And that's the way it is for our kids today. We're here 10 months a year, whether it's weight room, off-season conditioning. This is our place of solace, where everything in the world is right, no matter what's going on the outside world.
Every father and son have their own bonding experience. Theirs is through football.
It's more special than anyone can ever possibly imagine. To be able to come here and share this with him, because I know how special it was for me as a high school ball player. And I see it in his eyes every time I look at him. Incredibly exciting. Right now, yeah! Wow. Here we go!
The lights here may shine on the field, but what they really illuminate is what lasts. Family, tradition, and a father watching his son exactly where he used to stand.
Another tackle.
There we go. There we go.
Gratitude passed down.
There we go.
One generation at a time. And that same spirit, that drive to keep going, lives in our next story. There's something about high school basketball that pulls people together. It's not just the game, it's the stories. And in Ridgewood, New Jersey, there's one story everyone is here to see. Johnny Jackson, a.k.a. Johnny Buckets. He's the school's all-time leading scorer. But that's not why his story is special.
He's a hard worker. He just beat cancer, 2,000 points. That's hard to do.
Johnny shouldn't be on the floor tonight. At least that's what the doctors thought. When he was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer in July, they said his basketball career was over. Johnny had other ideas.
I've never seen anyone do this before. I'm going to do something incredible, and if I don't, I'm going to die trying.
While undergoing chemo, he worked out and got stronger. On the court, his shots started falling, and his faith in his return was rising.
He looked better in September while going through chemo than at any point last season. It was wild.
Johnny Jackson.
My past couple of months, I've kind of haven't felt like a normal kid. Some basketball is kind of the escape for me. I kind of just feel like myself when I'm on the court. I kind of zone out, and it's kind of like my peaceful hour with all the madness else going on elsewhere.
Some of his biggest fans are easy to miss at first. A group of boys no taller than the water cooler itself wait for their moment to shine. During a timeout, they jump into action.
Let's go!
Every time Johnny jogs to them, they watch with wide eyes and bated breath as Johnny Buckets takes their water. And just like that, their night is made, knowing their hero trusted them to be a small part of his fight.
He did it twice.
What did he do twice?
He drank our water.
People talk about toughness in sports. Johnny's redefining what that means. 6 months ago, he wasn't sure if he'd ever play basketball again. Now he's leading his team to a playoff win. And maybe, just maybe, giving Ridgewood something more important than a victory. Some players impact a team, some impact a community. Johnny inspires the next generation.
I just hope they know that whatever life throws at you, it's just a minor thing. It's a minor setback. I kind of treat it cancer like a game almost. Whenever you get a setback in life, just keep going, know you're not alone, and fight the good fight.
They say the sound of joy never fades, it just finds new voices.
Let's move it, get to it.
We're back to see how a former cheerleader is teaching the new squad that every chant is kind of a thank you.
Red Wings are here to say hello.
starts with a cheer, one that lifts a town or a team.
Bang, bang, choo-choo train, come on, Red Wings, do your thing.
Or a person. Because no matter who you are, someone out there is rooting for you louder than you know.
To cheer and have this spirit and this pride, and it's just emotional.
Bruni Munoz once stood on this track, pom-poms in hand. That was a few years ago.
A few years ago. Yes, we had that team spirit, that sisterhood, that pride to our team and to our school to bring us together.
She now stands here again, only this time she's leading.
Victory. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Cheer is a family.
Victory.
Regardless where you come from, your background, or anything, it's something they have in common, and they need to embrace that because it's a sisterhood.
Before kickoff, the Hoboken squad performed the hello cheer for the visiting team.
Okay. H-E-L-L-O, Red Wings are here to say hello. You know our name, Hoboken Red Wings. 1, 2, let's start the game.
A small gesture that speaks volumes to why they cheer. In front of a game built on rivalry, they lead with respect.
All right, guys, say bye, good luck.
And it has a way of spreading. Every smile teaching the next one how it's done.
It's so awesome to have memory in 2 different decades. I was there where they were, cheering my team on, and it was the best thing in the world.
When it comes time to shine, Bruni steps back to watch her girls with pride, seeing her own spirit reflected in every move.
I know I'm not that cheerleader anymore, but I can still see through their eyes, which is wonderful.
The spirit she once shouted from the track is now passed down like a family recipe. Because in Hoboken, gratitude doesn't need a season, it just needs a cheer.
Let's do it, Big Red! Let's do it, Big White! Big Red, let's do it!
Here in Hoboken, you can feel the game. The energy, the rhythm, the roar of the crowd, the sound of the cheerleaders. And earlier this year, we met a man where feeling the game took on a whole new meaning.
There are 17,000 Nets fans at this game. One won't see a thing, but he might take in more than most.
Being blind, it doesn't define me, it's a part of me, but just because I'm blind doesn't mean I can't enjoy life.
Let's go, one love! I'm blind, so I shoot a basket!
Anthony Ferraro is a man who lives life wide open because he can. His wife Kelly, his co-pilot.
Left.
And sometimes his eyes.
If I go the wrong way, I'll listen to my woman's voice to call.
On this night, he's feeling the game in a way that most never will.
We are looking at the one-court tactile broadcaster. Because of this device, I'm finally locked in real time.
Driving down, and they missed! Come on!
For a blind person who might have never experienced a basketball court or been able to conceptualize it, this makes it so you're able to visualize it.
Every movement on the court, from player positions to made baskets, translates to patterns of vibrations.
Let's go, three-pointer! This is unreal. It's like I'm in the game. Like my adrenaline is spiked right now.
The idea behind one court was simple. If you can't watch the game, you can feel it. It's not just innovation, it's inclusion. Anthony and Kelly navigate the crowd like they've done it 100 times, because they have. She guides with words, he follows with trust.
She's my best friend, my guiding light. It's crazy to say, in college, I used to cry on the phone to my dad, will anyone ever love me because I'm blind? Will I ever get to have a family? And now I have a beautiful 1.5-year-old daughter.
Cheers. Together, they have turned their lives into something larger, a message and a mission through moments.
Thank you. Are you excited for the game? Yeah. Heck yeah, enjoy, man. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Fear can drive you away from doing the best thing you've ever done in your life.
Like showing up, putting yourself out there, or walking into an arena with 17,000 and belonging.
Did you see it? Did you feel that?
He did, in more ways than one. And now, so do we.
Oh, foul shot, foul shot! Woo!
At this game, every note played, every cheer you hear is the sound of belonging. Snapshot New York is back with a lesson in harmony, not just found in the music, it's found in each other.
now cross country, Addison Ruff.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This was senior night at Hoboken High School, a pregame ceremony to honor the future graduates. For every player, every cheerleader, every musician, it's a moment that reminds them how fast time goes.
I just love the energy here. It really feels like home for me because I've been here, I've played in the band for so long.
Alana Rivas was the band leader before she graduated just last year.
Does it take you back to way back in 2024 when you were here?
Oh yeah, it does. I'm like, oh my gosh. Finally getting reminded of what it feels like to be a Red Wing.
Hoboken High School Rockin' Red Wings marching band and color guard.
When the drums hit, the horns rise. She's right back to where she left off, part of something bigger than herself.
It was always the way that we uplifted each other, and especially here at football games. I just love the way that we come together and we become a source of joy for not only the fans, but also the cheerleaders and the dance team.
You can feel it in the rhythm, the flow of the dance. What band teaches us isn't just music, it's belonging. How to listen, how to blend, how to lift the people beside you so the whole song sounds right.
I felt like my job was to really make sure that the best in everyone came out.
And the best communities thrive in the exact same way. Everyone matters. Nobody plays alone.
That is the sound of thanks. And it reminds me of another place where gratitude, teamwork, and discipline all come together, but in another ring.
Some kids start boxing to find their way out. Emmanuel is finding his way in, into discipline, into community.
Boxing has given me the determination to pursue my academic pursuits just because I've found so much resilience and perseverance in being able to step inside the ring or break my body down just in the sake of getting better. And I apply that into when it gets tough, when I'm learning a new concept.
The Bronx Legend Gym is the largest free boxing gym in the nation.
That looks good, Corey.
Filmmaker Jay Bolger, a former boxer himself, helped bring it here.
Well, you know, the Bronx deserves a free boxing gym. What is the Bronx without boxing in general? If anyone should have free boxing, it's here, the BX, the toughest place on the planet.
The story here, though, isn't about winning belts. It's about winning trust. And that's why this program is called Cops and Kids. One trainer is one of the best fighters in the world, Nisa Rodriguez. And the kids gave her a nickname.
So, yeah, I received my ring name from a couple of our kids in the Flatbush locations. They call me La Madrina, which means the godmother.
What does that mean to you, to be called that?
I mean, it's an amazing feeling. I come with the history of teaching. To kind of be like the godmother of the gym, it's a lot. It shows respect, because if they don't see a cop, they don't see a boxer, they see someone that cares.
It shows that they're our friends. They're here to serve, they're here to protect, and it shows that they are not our enemy.
For the boys and girls here, success is not just measured in punches.
We're using each other as a community, we're using each other as competition.
It's measured in lessons.
Come on, dash.
Respect.
Cross.
And believing you can be more.
One of these kids might be a lawyer. Maybe one of these kids might be a counselor. One of these kids might be a producer. These kids can put whatever they just need the environment and the mindset towards saying, I can do whatever I put my mind to.
We're creating legends here, and that has nothing to do with boxing. Boxing is the vehicle and the tool to get kids to realize their full potential.
So here in the Bronx, they've started a new kind of fight. The one for respect, community, and the future. Not the kind of fight to be afraid of, the one to believe in. Everyone came to this stadium for different reasons. Some for the memories, some for the people, or maybe just to be the best version of themselves. It's the same instincts that bring families together. Everyone has a different story, a different journey, part of something bigger.
If you take anything from what we've seen, it's maybe that gratitude is the greatest tradition of all.